So I'm up stories above the ground. I'm drinking coffee. I'm trying to sip it like I'm refined, right? And I'm looking out and I can see the cars and the road. I see all that. Take a sip and I say, oh, this is awful. Not the coffee. Coffee is good to me. Coffee is my friend. It does not let me down. What's awful was my reflection of the trip I just went on, which is odd. It was a cruise. A free cruise at that. I like free things. I cannot lie. And I'm sitting there and I'm baffled because I was able to get this as a free cruise because it was called a business conference cruise, which really is just a way of saying, hey, here's a vacation and we're going to give you the business way to be able to write it off. And I'm thinking how everything played out. I remember the first day and I get there and I've traveled before. I've been all around the world on an airplane and all and went through the luggage. And first off, what they don't tell you a whole lot. Like they don't tell you that there's a scissor back and forth line that you got to get up to. So now you get to the top because you think you're there. It's a false peak. It's not really the top. So now you got to go a little further. And so you get there and you walk in. I'm like, all right, I'm here. And everybody's happy. And it's a cruise. I'm like, yes. All right, already on. And they come and take your picture. That's fantastic. That's $10. And I'm thinking, well, for $5, I can get a selfie stick and I can take pictures all the trip. I'm not sure why I want this. But that's okay. That's just the first day. And I'm going to go through. And what I realize is that there's a lot of people on a cruise, like a lot. And this isn't what I expected because I'm looking for a relaxing cruise. Where's the relaxing session on the cruise? That's what I'm looking for. I've got my books. I've got music. I'm ready to just unwind and just let my mind just go. But all these pesky people keep getting in the way, and they're everywhere. They're at the buffet line. Go figure that. They're at the music place. Go figure that. They are everywhere. And then there's children. Now, I like children. I have two of my own, as a matter of fact. But I'm not that crazy about other people's children. Not at 10, 11 o'clock at night. And so I go there and I try to sleep. And if you've never been on a cruise, to me, it's much like a floating apartment, but it's not the good apartment. It's not on the good side of town. You hear every little thing going on, and you hear everybody up late at night. And so now I'm halfway through this trip, and I can't sleep. I'm tired. This is not how cruises are supposed to go. It's not how it's supposed to happen. So I'm sitting there. I get up and it's early. It's maybe about 5 o'clock in the morning. And I look out and I see on the right side of the ship, there's a storm coming. I think, fantastic. That just fits right in with everything else that's going on right now. So again, I get my coffee because coffee is my friend. It does not let me down. And I walk over to the other side to get a seat, but I look there and the sun is shining and there's birds chirping, and how is that even possible? Well, and I look back and forth, and what I realize is that the ship, when it's out at sea, you've got your storm coming over, but it doesn't necessarily encompass the whole thing. It's almost as if there's a calm despite the storm. There's that chaos that's going on, that things aren't going well, but there's still a calm place for you to be able to be at. And I start thinking, where's the calm place in this ship? And then that's when I start getting up regularly at 5 o'clock because drunk people don't get up that early. And the buffet doesn't really open till 8. And that's what I did. And that's how I made it through the rest. I've got my quiet time and my reading. And so this last morning, I'm sitting there and I'm drinking the coffee and I'm grateful for the experience, but still, that was awful. Thank you.